where they tried to learn the Hawaiian words and stuff, like, so they weren't mispronouncing it. I mean, they did a few, but most of them they were fucking pretty spot on.
Yeah.
I mean, it was all Howley guys, but still, like, it's one of the better podcasts that I seen. Like, they actually fucking did some research. I gotta go look for it. They do like all kind of
Oh, that's good.
scary people or scary places, all different states and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, there we go. Hey, Judo Mama. How's it? How's it? Hello. Getting a little light set up over here. Brah, these noises, brah. All over it tonight.
Yeah.
Stuff falling in the forest, footsteps around us. Hey, Troy, how's it? How's it? Annie, Sandy, how's it? So, yeah. First, I wanted to show you guys I got a new piece of equipment. Yep, come here. A new piece of equipment right over here. Come here. Hey, buddy. This is Bear. He's my ghost detector. He's a little bit of a tweaker.
The people detector right now.
Yeah, people detector, ghost detector, but thing is, look at this guy's eyes, bro. His eyes are creepy. The way he looks at you is creepy. He does this every time at home. He just stares at you. Hey, buddy. Hey, Uwe, how's it? Troy, Cheryl, how's it? Sean, how's it? How's it? Good to see you, bro.
What's up, guys?
And Phoebe, hi, how's it?
The regular gang is back.
Oh, yeah.
Another episode of Saturday Night Live.
So, yeah, if we get ghosts, this guy with his freaky ass eyes will tell us. This is Bear. This guy is about 3 months old. Okay, go back down, bud. You know, go do your thing. Why are you wet? Am I wet? I don't know. Hey, Blackie Cat, how's it? Yeah, dude, you gotta stop that. Okay, don't tangle yourself up, please. But yeah, I can't think of any stories or theme tonight, so we're just gonna kind of go with it, you know. Hey, Phoebe, how's it? Good to see you. Hey, everybody. Sorry, long day at work. Not much time to plan. Hey, Aloha Cricket, how's it? Hey, Blackie Cat, you by the water? Yes, we got a river right down there and a waterfall. We can go check it out after, a little bit later. Hey, Neil, how's it? So yeah, we can go check that out a little bit after, see if the dog likes to walk around the area over here. Okay. Hey, Suzette, how's it? Aussie, good to see you, bro. But yeah, a few things that I was thinking about talking about and stuff too, though. One is the oh, is that your new puppy? That's my daughter's new puppy. That's my daughter's rescue dog. Hawaiian? Yes, I am Hawaiian. Corin, how's it, bro? Good to see you again. Oh yeah, the real fast non-paranormal story about this little dude over here. My daughter loves animals. In fact, she just got a bird this week. Maybe like a 1 or 2 month old cockatiel. But this one, she asked me. Her friend had puppies, and she's like, "Dad, can we have puppies? You know, so and so just had a whole bunch of puppies. Can we have one?" I said, "No, absolutely not. We can't have a puppy. You can't take care of it. You go to school, you work." And so about a month later, she's like, "Dad, me and the same friend, we found the puppy on the side of the road. Can I take it home until we find the owner?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." And so this guy comes to my house, and then I'm looking at some of the pictures that she had sent me a month ago. And this guy's in one of them. And I'm like, you freaking liar. Rescue dog my butt. She's like, oh, I didn't know it was hers. I'm like, you didn't, and she didn't know she was missing a puppy. You know? But he's already part of the family now, so. Yeah, bud, you good? Oh, yeah, no, you got nails, dude. Dude, your freaking eyes freak me out, dude.
He's innocent.
Dude, he stares at me like that all the time. He just, I've never had a dog look into my soul before. There, freak everybody else out the way you freak me out. Oh, Ikaika, I would love to go kind of point again at nighttime. I did one time. We did a live over there by the jumping point, the Lele point. I got to get one. I got to get one off-roading truck again. Or I get one. I just got to get the passes for it and stuff. Hey Keith, how's it? 808, how's it? How's it? Jared, how's it? Yeah. Your dog is scared. I don't know. He doesn't act scared. Just his eyes kind of freak me out. He's like that when he wakes up too. So I had a little surprise for you guys too. In next month, um, Spooked Podcast is gonna do a video story of mine. One that I've shared here many times. So I won't tell you guys which one it is, but it was fun recording for them in a haunted studio.
In a haunted studio.
Yeah, a guy around the studio told me it was haunted. He had Lopaka come by and bless it a little while ago.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
So he's like, yeah, he loved the ghost stories. He stayed longer, extra, just for that.
Nice.
My dog looks drunk. Hey, Brad, how's it? How's it? Oh, my dog's high. No, maybe, yeah. I don't know. But he's a little yapper. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I will do that story in October. But I wanted to let you guys know it's a really complete version of the story. You know, no, Nicole, there are no mosquitoes out here right now because it's kind of breezy out here. Um, we took 2 hours telling what normally is a 15-minute, 20-minute story, and so this guy asked me questions and made me go back and reflect, and I was telling Matt about it, and he's like, oh, so when this happened, what were your thoughts? What were you feeling? And it really made me go all the way back over a decade and relive the entire experience. And at one point, I'm like, bro, you trying to give me PTSD or something? You trying to traumatize me? This stuff was scary, bro, you know? And he's digging in and asking questions, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, you know? Hi, Miss Lady. I'm in Nu'uanu. Yeah, I'll be sharing the link on all of these platforms as well. So yeah, I've learned not to say where we are because people are scarier than ghosts. Yeah, and it's been kind of weird people-wise anyway, right? Recently, so.
Last week was pleasant though.
Oh, I never. Yeah. You guys gotta look on my YouTube channel, Hawaiian Hauntings. We was just chilling over here.
Fucking, by the way, the car pulled up though, bro. You like, almost banged your car, dude.
He drove right up to my front bumper, like slammed on his brakes, like he was about to hit me, like
inches from the bumper.
Inches. And then he stops, reverses, drives around to Joy's car, reverses over there, gets out with somebody else, and they grab these black sticks, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? There's no more flashlights. They walk right past us into the clearing over here.
Kind of kerosene.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I smell kerosene, and when I smelled the kerosene, bro, I'm like, you know what? I got my phone out and I started recording their license plate. I'm like, what the hell? You know, we were just over here in the dark at a haunted place telling stories, and next thing you know, there's this fire that pops up. I'm like,
They literally walked up, said hello, set up right next to us, like feet away from us. Just like, what are these guys nuts, bro?
And so they were fire dancers. 808 Fire or something like that, right?
I forget
I
what
put
it is.
them
I
on.
know it's on top of your
I put them on my
on
YouTube.
your
Yeah.
YouTube page though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
you tag them too. So
just random fire dancers at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. You know, just come over here to play.
so yeah, we got a good show last week. Started off creepy, but ended up they put on a show for us.
The
Personal show, yeah.
Sean says, "Who that?" I thought it was Matt doing the fire dance.
No, bro, this is some fucking randoms. It just popped up on us. It's like, what's going on? No way. You see it there, it's getting even creepier.
Hey, Aristocat, how's it?
Fucking Sean. I'm not that good, bro.
No. You was the one with the double stick.
Oh yeah. I am sexy like that.
Yeah, so they asked, they're like, "Oh, you guys want us to do a show?" We're like, "Yeah, can I record it?" They're like, "Yeah, go ahead." So I recorded it, put it on YouTube. Yeah. Just you never know what to expect. You know what I mean? It's like you having a bad day, just you run into Spider-Man down in the middle of the pitch black, jogging with pink shoes, you know, or something like that. And then had those two guys too, jogging up the street.
Mm.
The first thought in my mind was, right, he's running away from something. Should I be running too? You know? Thanks, Troy. Yes, YouTube is better quality than Facebook. Yeah. Hey, Noreen, how's it? Hey, yeah, Aussie, how's it? Yeah, that's the backstory. We just hung out here. That it was like, then they packed up and left after like what, half an hour? Nah, they
But
sat.
we left
No,
the same time, yeah.
yeah,
No,
they
sat
sat
there,
down.
but they
and they
talked
just talked-
story. They
Yep.
just hung out by themselves.
Yep. Wearing all black.
Yeah, they must have been a couple.
Yeah.
I mean, they were nice people though.
Hey,
Very
The guy
cool
was
people.
Hawaiian, huh?
Nah, I would have took him for more like a. It's kind of like on the Indian side, more like I think.
Oh, for real.
Like not Native American Indian though, but
Yeah.
like the Hindu kind of Indian.
Yeah, could have been, yeah. Hey, there's Joy. Hey, we just talking about last week, Joy. How you doing there? If he's not worried, I'm not worried. Kill him quick. How's it?
Maybe Cambodian.
Hippies.
We said that he looked Asian.
So
Maybe
no more guys
Cambodian.
hanging behind the trees like that other night. Nah, not yet. But so far we've been here. Oh, Cambodian. Yeah. That could be.
That could have been. That might be more close, I think.
Yeah, next Friday, definitely. We're gonna have a little get together somewhere. Oh man, we're gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you and Corey. For real. But you know what? Maybe I can do a couple of lives up there in Vegas. I don't think they'll let you stream at Zach Bagan's place, huh? That would be cool. Hi. Bruh, tell me, this guy's eyes don't freak you out.
Yeah.
You're good, buddy. Here, wait. Yeah. What? What? You gonna pounce on the light? Oh, what's wrong with it? Come here. Wow, you tangled yourself all the way around my chair. Oh, come here. Come here, dummy. Come here. Now, yeah. Now you can stare at the camera and freak everybody out. Yeah, I'd love to go to the Haunted Museum in Vegas. That'll be so much fun. It's gonna be Leo. Yeah, for sure. I told my daughter, Because she kind of got this dog and tricked me. I'm like, this could be my ghost hunting dog. Yeah. Yeah. Stop it. This could be my ghost hunting dog. This could be the one I take camping. Him or his brother. The bigger golden retriever. Yeah, you're coming back though, Joy. Yeah, so and it'll give me an excuse to go up Vegas too now. Whoa! Easy there, tweaker. Easy there. Stories. What kind of stories? Oh, there you go. Stop it. Stop it. There you go. No. Yeah. I got you right here. You're not going nowhere, kid. Nope. Stop it. Get you back on the leash. Um, Hiccups. How's it? What kind of dog? I don't know what kind of dog this is.
Boy dog.
Yeah, boy dog. I think he's a terrier. He's a terrier Chihuahua. Yeah, he got real big real fast. I don't think he's gonna get bigger than this though. You have any story of Hawaiian aliens?
Hawaiian aliens.
Hawaiian aliens.
Depends.
I know.
So, well,
Had alien encounters.
right. Well, some people, I don't know how, I don't know if they're real Hawaiian or not, or how much history they have, but there have been claims where many Hoonies are aliens.
Yeah?
You ever heard that? Many Hoonies
No.
are aliens?
You think they would build things with something more than rocks? They were aliens.
Well, if that's all we have around here, though, right? You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I mean, come on, bro. We'll fucking build the kind of stuff they built in one night.
Yeah.
I can see where the claim comes from, but I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
that would be that one. You got to go back to that one history
Yeah.
episode that I think I sent you the link.
Yeah.
The correlation of Hawaiians and aliens.
Yeah. Anunnaki and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like how we're actually the first people. There's a big debate on who's first and whatnot.
Hey, Charity.
But yeah, so it's like we're the first people, and that we were supposed to teach the world how to live and whatnot.
Yeah. Hey, is Michael here? Hi, Michael.
Hey, Michael. What's up, my little man?
Nowadays, everything is coming up aliens. Yep. We have. So there was an experience in Kaneohe in the 90s. You remember that, Matt? By H3, Haiku. Where there was supposed to be a crashed UFO or something in the mountains.
Really?
Yeah. I remember that. That was real big. Because, I was in high school. Me and my friend Tori, we went to go check them out, yeah. We went to go hiking over by where Haiku Stairs is. And we got escorted out by, we're talking Green Beret military guys with a fucking machine, with a machine gun in the valley on the little trail. Yeah.
Wow. Well, my friend then.
To get out or you'll be shot. Was basically
Ukulele?
Yeah. What the heck was that?
Oh, I don't know if somebody's walking around us.
Dude, that's like the third time.
Yeah.
Different noises right over there.
We used to like they live all back there. That's the backyard, right?
Yeah,
the street's right above them.
Yeah.
So we used to go up there all the time.
Yeah.
And hike around until they put up the security guard. There's a security guard now, so can't go. But yeah, no, I never heard about that. And that would have been the time that we was all back there too.
Yeah.
What, I graduated '96. I went straight to college then. So if it was before then,
No, I think it was 97.
oh, then I was out. No wonder I didn't hear it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Go get him. No, stop smelling the ground. Go get him. Yo and Ghost, go get him. Yeah. Then there's Saddle Road, where there's supposed to be a lot of aliens, a lot of traffic, that kind of stuff, and it just there was one, man, I wish I could find it.
I think there's more.
Let's see if I can find it.
I think there's more sightings based out of like by the volcano area
Yeah,
and Hamakua Coast,
yeah,
there would be Saddle Road.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because they
Fuck.
got that the one place that they've dedicated,
Yeah.
the alien historical landing spot or something like that now that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, they have a whole fucking area all platform out where they said that the UFOs land and this and that, and it's all out volcano side.
Okay. Hey, Mike. How's it? How's it?
I watch too much YouTube, bro.
I'm trying to turn this tablet on. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try to pull up this message. I wonder if you could. Yeah, you can search for messages on Messenger. There was a guy who had messaged me before a video. If I can find the video, I'll show you guys the video. Beagle and Toy Dog. Yeah, could be. The video he had sent me initially months before our other conversation, maybe about a year, more than a year actually. Um, it was a picture of it was like his security camera picked up a ghost. He thought, but it may have been more than a. It didn't look like a ghost to me. It looked like the feeling I got was more of a mm, extraterrestrial. If that makes any sense. It wasn't a ghost kind of thing. It looked like yeah, like that. I'm gonna connect to. Let's see which one get the best Wi-Fi. That one. Yeah. Let's see. Alien. No internet connection. Oh, what I just been do? Yeah, I'm connected to the internet. Anyway, so this guy like in a couple frames, it looked to me like there was a light that flashed in his yard, and it looked actually initially like a mahiole, like the ali'is, the little crest, the mahiole, the helmet for the ali'i or for the chiefs. Yeah, the one in Kamuki. Hold on, we'll get to that in a minute. That's a cool one too.
Mm.
There we go. Alien. Justin. Hold on, hold on. I don't think it's this guy. But it was on Big Island. No, messages. Uh,
Ooh, excuse me.
see more. Okay, now it's loading. Sorry. Uh,
Ooh, excuse me.
Wine Hauntings. This is just so slow. It's painful. I'm sorry. This was like 2015. Alien. That's ah. Anyway, I'll just tell the story. It was kind of weird. It was the video he sent was like a little light reflection, and I was looking for all these little sources of light. Like maybe it was a car drove by and shone the headlights, but no, there wasn't any roads near the area, and it was just this bright flash of light real fast. That was like it looked in like one or two frames like a mahiole. It was very strange. I don't understand this, how this is working anymore. Why did they make everything complicated? And so anyway, we went about a year or two without talking. It was kind of a cool thing that he had shared with me. And then Doug came down, I want to say in 2020. My friend Doug Clack before he had passed on. And as I was doing an investigation with Doug, as I was doing an investigation with Doug at Pepsi Guy's house, we were talking story, me, Doug, and Guy. We were hanging out and stuff, right? And so, hold on. How can I delete comments?
Click on them.
I did.
Should I delete?
Translate, reply, block. Whatever. Don't donate anything to anybody that you don't know, guys. Um, this guy messages me again as I'm sitting next to Doug. Doug is the alien guy, right? Doug loves Anastasia. That's a great idea. Hold on, I'll read some of these things after. Um, I can't believe I can't find it. I'm sorry, I'm like just totally getting distracted over here. I'll put this down. It's not coming up. And he was having symptoms of, he said he was abducted by aliens and he was having all these things happening to him. And to be honest, it sounded like kind of crazy you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying he was crazy, but it was like, I'm seeing things happen that aren't real. um the doctor said there's nothing wrong with me, but I pulled a piece of metal out from behind my ear where they had probed me, and here it is. And he shows me a picture of it in a little bottle. He said that there's a he witnessed specific. He's typing all this to me on Messenger, and so I'm telling Doug what's going on, you know, because Doug is the alien guy, and Doug starts asking questions, and I start asking him, and the guy is describing more things, and he's describing to me how these he caught these weird looking flies in a glass jar. And hey Faye, how's it? And they kind of phased through the glass jar and flew out or broke it or something. I can't remember exactly which. I gotta go onto the internet and onto the computer and really dig into this. This is a good story. This to see the conversation thread again. It was really cool. It will be really cool. And Doug starts explaining the thing that the guy is typing to me that I'm not even telling Doug. You know what I mean? And it's Doug is very familiar with this kind of stuff. He's very familiar with this kind of alien, this kind of abduction, all of these things. I mean, I'm talking for like 15 minutes, right? He's asking he tells me, ask the guy if this is happening, and then I ask the guy, and the guy's tripping out because he's like, there's no way of knowing this, you know. Things appearing, lights that appear out of nowhere, kind of thing, and certain colors, and just really specific stuff. And Doug's like, well, the symptoms he's having right now, because he's reaching out for help, he's probably in a lot of pain. He's probably feeling it here and here and here, and this is how it feels like. And the guy's like, exactly, you know, it just. Doug said that this was a virus, technically, an alien virus, and he kind of goes back to the ancient aliens that I've read about or watched videos about and stuff like that. Like the whole theory that we were a hybrid created to build the pyramids and do manual labor and all of that kind of stuff. That we were a hybrid from the aliens. I don't have enough time to do the alien stuff too. You know, I'm all ghosts. I can't do aliens and ghosts. And so he said that back in the Egyptian days, people died a lot younger. This virus was set loose on the earth, and basically what it would do was it would start affecting you in your 30s, and by the time you're 40 or so, when you get older, you die, you know, because you're no longer of use, right? You just take up resources and food, you're no longer manual labor. And so this virus was made to kill people or to cull the population when they lost their usefulness. Um, he said, but over the centuries and millennia, we had grown resistant to that disease. And because we had grown resistant to that disease, it no longer kills us, but it gives sometimes some of us will feel this discomfort and have this happen, you know. And he's like, what the best thing to do is, what you need to do is you need to go, and I remember he said specifically this, you got to take a bath in salt water. And I'm like, oh, like the ocean? He's like, no, like salt water. Like you fill a bath with water and you pour like two of those big bags full of salt, really, really salty water. You do that for about a week, and the symptoms will be easier to manage. He said it'll take about a week or two to work its way out of your system, but don't worry, it's not going to kill you. It's just going to be really, really painful and uncomfortable for the next couple of days or week, you know. And he did exactly what Doug had said, and you know, it worked. It's such a trip. Doug was a trip to know. I mean, I swear.
Why wouldn't the ocean suffice though?
It wasn't concentrated enough.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
He said think like the Dead Sea, but more concentrated.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. But the
If that
food.
was the case, then you know you just go to the ocean and you're good. That wasn't the purpose of the disease, right?
Mm.
Makes me kind of wonder if cancer doesn't work in the same way.
Huh. Sure they have the answer for it.
Huh?
I said I'm sure they have the answer for it. They're just not fucking telling us. That go against all morals. Oh, no,
But
can't make money off that. No.
there's so many theories. There's so much conspiracy theories, and you know who knows what's true and who knows what's not. All I know is the experiences that I've had. Right? Let me try to go up through some of the comments over here. You talking about the Kasha house in Kaimuki? That's an awesome. Lopaka Kapanui did an amazing article. Hey Drew, how's it? I'm from Kaneohe too, and so is Matt. I gotta view the police reports. Bugga gave me chicken skin kind. Yep. That one was something else. The warrior with the helmet we have at our house and Kapahi security camera. Ooh, this one was like, here's the garage area, like a patio area, and then all of a sudden just a flash of light, like something phasing in. And when you pause it at the flash of light, it looks like the sideways profile of a mahiole almost. Yeah. Hey, Hawaiian sister. We are in on Oahu. I don't like to say exactly where we are, but if you know me, then you know where we are. Hey, Sherry Berry, you from Kaneohe too? Right on. Nice place. Get plenty of ghost stories over there. Huh?
It's the bestest.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know about now though. It's getting kind of run down.
We should set up a specific email for people to send their stories to. You know what? I'm gonna do that, Anastasia. I'm gonna put it in my profile. And maybe in the comment of the videos. If you guys look at the comment on YouTube and the description on the description on YouTube, the comment on Facebook, TikTok, you guys out of luck because I don't know how to make that kind of stuff yet. But I try to put on. Maybe I'll put them on my page. I have a link to all of my social media. I have a link to Patreon if you guys would like to donate. I need to be more active in Patreon. It's yeah. I have all of those things, and I can definitely do the email over there as well. It's usually in the description of the video, but TikTok cannot make one description. It can only be like 10 letters or 15 letters. Kids getting lifted up from the police. Yeah, that was the one. The big hairy hand would shove them back. The cop, yeah. There's so many stories involving the Kasha of Kaimuki. There's many different versions and renditions. Lopaka was able to weed it out and find the actual bare bones of it. Yeah, Kasha, if you guys don't know, yep, there you go. Yeah, close, but no cigar. No. The Kasha is a flesh-eating, man-eating Japanese yokai. From how I understand it, and you need to leave it offerings regularly, or not of flesh and stuff, but just offerings, or it will eat people and attack and kill and all of that kind of stuff, right? So, yeah, I'm happy I don't live in Kaimuki. Get one story at the old Waialae drive-in where the two cops watched the female getting beaten up in a car. Yep, and she was by herself. The cop opened the door. Yeah, oh, that's Matt. That's the time. Yeah. The cop opened the door and this big hairy hand came over and shoved him out. That's in the police report. Yeah. The cops wouldn't enter the car. Hey, you telling the stories over here for me, bro?
Quota met, bro. Fucking good. I'm good. Here's the
Yeah.
details of that one though. I forget if I read it in one of Pete Carroll's books or if it was in
Obaki
Campground.
files.
Was it in the
Yeah,
Obaki
Obaki
files? Okay.
files. I'm pretty
No.
sure it was
Well,
the
yeah,
Obaki
well, I
files.
knew it was either one of the two. Either Glenn Grant or Pete Carroll.
Try to read more Mo'olelo so I can learn my roles in Manao. Exactly. The dead critic. You heard of Wendigo? Well, brother must be on vacation then.
No kidding, huh? Long
Hey,
way to go for vacation, buddy.
how you doing, boy? Where's the dog?
Big
Oh,
Bruce,
in my chair.
in Hawaii.
Good job, kiddo. Good job. Good boy. You keep all the ghosts away right there. Only Bigfoot over here is under my chair.
I thought I ran into some kind of something that said there is a type of Bigfoot out here in Hawaii, though. You ever heard something like that? Or
No,
it's a version of it.
I know we have the pig man. I know we have dog man. I know but they're not like they're
Yeah, no, this is
different.
this would have been different though from Kamakwa and
I've
Kauke.
never heard of one that resembled an ape or a monkey or a person that was more hairy.
I forget where I read it.
So, are you talking about the giants of Wahiwa?
No, I don't think it was. It didn't have anything to do with the giants. It was they said this Bigfoot was different though. It wasn't the size like the ones in the mainland.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It was smaller, but it had the same features and all of that. So I'm not sure how true that was. And like I said, I can't remember the source
Yeah,
where I think I read it. So don't quote me on it, guys. Just
luau feet guy.
Sharkman. Yeah, we got
Yep,
Sharkman.
we got
here.
Sharkman, Mothman. I know Faye has a story of Mothman. I haven't had any encounters already in Mo'olalos, but yeah. Sharkman, he has a name. His name is bro. How can I forget his name?
I know you tell his story a few
Bruh.
times too. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, fuck.
Nanawe,
Nawei. Yeah.
which is so stupid now because Nanawe is in a DC movie. He's a character.
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
With
Shark
the
King.
one with John Cena and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, bruh,
I didn't
like
see the movie, but yeah, I see clips of it and
I
stuff.
look up Nanawe because I try to research him, and this guy comes on. I'm like, what the heck is this, bruh?
Well, Baka must have told him.
Huh? Yeah.
He's in the kind, huh? He's in the X-Men Externals or Internals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, he might have told him, bro. Boom, they took your story and rode with it.
Oh yeah. You know, I go share that story with you guys. You guys like hear a
I did
story.
do it.
I haven't shared this story in a while.
Yeah.
Is that Chevis? Hi, Chevis. Y'all from Hawaii? Hell yeah. Oh, I like the y'alls, man. Anyone reported seeing footprints during appearances of a 10-foot tall warrior? Hold on, we'll get to the story after. Hey, CK. You too. Pleasure to meet you too. So sorry. So Troy, what you're talking about, 10-foot tall man, that's over at Lake Wilson, are you talking? In Wahiwa. In the Obaki files, Glenn Grant writes about that. There were cannibals back in the day back in the valley of Wahiwa. And one of the encounters was I guess this guy went down to the stuff to check out his crab traps or something in the middle of the night, and he saw this huge, like 10-foot tall, very dark person, like this giant walking along the bank. And he turned around and ran, and as he was running, trying to go up the hill, he sees another 10-foot tall woman walking down the hill, like dressed in old kind stuff, and that kind of thing. Yeah, and he said that he ran away, and he came back the next day, and there were these huge, heavy footprints in the mud and around the bank, right? We'd seen large footprints on the floors during construction of our buildings. Woo, yeah, brah. So I think Glenn Grant had theorized that they may be the spirits of Fijians or the cannibals back there could possibly, because the Fijians back then were known to be cannibals. They were taller than the Hawaiians and they were darker than the Hawaiians, and so it was known that back there was also a cannibal camp, to the point where you could hike to it before, and there was a little platter, like this big rock, this big flat rock would be a platter where the food would be served, right? Complete with dipping bowl on the side and everything. So yeah, until some students didn't like that part of history and decided to break it and tear it apart and blah blah blah. Sorry, CK. I mean, you lived there your whole life. Yeah, me and Matt, we native Hawaiian, born and raised over here. You know any stories from Waikalulu Stream? Where's Waikalulu Stream?
You going from where?
Waikalulu?
Wailuku?
Is that Wailuku or Waikalulu? I don't know. Get choke. Gotta see what area that's in. No internet, brah. For real. So stupid. Yeah. And Brother Sean's Molokai. Kanaka Maoli. I had a good friend in high school who moved back to Hawaii when she finished school. Her name was
There it is.
Puananilani. Her name was actually a hell of a longer.
See, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Cherry 808's common.
Waikalulu right off of School Street. One of my supervisors lives up Palisades, and he had a run-in with the capre, which is something like a Filipino Bigfoot. And you're right. That makes perfect sense.
See, I think that's the one I was thinking of.
Capre. Yep. Waikalulu.
Off School Street.
Waikalulu. Like, bro, all these. Waikahalulu. Waimalu. School Street. You talking about by Liliuokalani, right? By where all the homeless live, by the gardens and stuff like that, right? Dog has tied himself around the tripod again. I get one story about over there, but it's not a ghost story. Took my kids over there one day, and the homeless people had the bibbity tree. There was a big tree, and the tree had just like 50 pairs of bibbities all around the tree. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with people?
I know, you get the Queen Liliuokalani Gardens. Beautiful little place over there. And you get the...
They hang up all these DVDs.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this is my place now. I go drop my bibbities off in from the river water. What is going on in there tonight? Dog, where are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Nah,
Chilling.
he's chilling, yeah. The stream that flows through. Yeah, that's the one. I go there for lunch a lot of the times. Hey, how's it, Demonica?
Hey,
That tree must have smelled right. I don't like the fruits on that tree, bro. I tell you. It's a bibbity tree. I think it was one ulu tree too, so it was kind of like People are so funny, man. Trolls.
I'm gonna have to switch my seat, maybe.
Oh, well, prayers to you, Demonica. A lot of stuff going on here. Hang in there. EL Valley, but that's the EL Valley. EL Valley is scary at night. Oh, I would love to go EL Valley at night. I would love, if I get the kind that, because EL Valley, no more phone reception, period. Yeah. If I get the Starlink, I will go live at EL Valley. I'll make a trip there just for it, yeah. Kelly, how's it? Kelly 808. Aloha.
Foolish.
So I'll tell a story now. I just saw a shadow. Maybe it was a dog's tail. Yeah, we'll call it that. Sorry, I cannot really even see that good. I get three lights in my eyes, and yeah. Um. Okay, so we were talking about Nawei, right? I'll go into a little bit of that. That's one of my favorite stories. I don't know. It's a weird story for me to tell, and it's a weird story for me to relive. And like I said a little earlier, one of the stories that I shared was that I'm gonna release a little bit that they'll release on Spook Podcast. Is those guys do a fantastic job. I gotta admit, they really pick your brain. I mean, man, they make you relive everything. They ask questions that you hadn't even considered, and it's like, oh, oh, further down from the park. Okay, okay. Hmm. It's not the one that goes through Chinatown, huh? I got awesome moderators. Thank you.
Chinatown has its own legends of its own.
Yeah.
Underground stuff go on down there
Uh, mm,
behind the
yeah.
scenes. Yeah.
And I'll get back to that Hawaiian. Remind me of that Hawaiian sister. Um, no, Demonica, you good? Enjoy this story. This is one of the scary things that happened to me, and this was back in my ghost hunting days before I started doing the tours. Must have been 17, 18, or 19. As I said, it's a weird story because it's kind of like a fever dream where part of me sometimes wonders whether it happened, but then I don't know where these memories come from. You know, um, I've been back there to investigate, and it's exactly as I remember it happening. So yeah, let me share this with you, right? So if you go over, this is a story about Makua Cave, over on the west side, right before the road ends, by Kaena Point, by Yokohama's beach. Pray for sets. Hey Scott, hey Shani, how's it? There we go. Sorry, this thing's popping up over here. Makua Cave is always known to be a very spiritual place or a very scary place. A friend of mine, a friend of mine would tell me. He told me like it's like okay. A friend of mine told me one local brother, they was partying, him and a bunch of his boys, and they went over to Yokohama's as the sun was going down at nighttime and stuff, and so as they was over there, they noticed there was this couple, right? This white guy, right? This with his girlfriend, and he was just over there on the beach with his girlfriend, and he had a cooler next to him, and he had beers in the cooler, and so they came over, started making small talk, making small kind of trouble, and he was he never liked to make trouble, so he's like, hey, you guys like beer? Go, you guys can have one, So they have one, and then they started taking all the other beer, not my friend, but the other guys, and he was like, "Oh, you guys can only have one. You guys taking all my drinks over there." And then they started to chase him. They wanted to give him lickings, huh? Because that's kind of how it was back then, huh? Maybe how it still is. But they chased him on foot all the way up the hill, and the guy and the girlfriend ran, yeah. And they went all no, no, no. They got into the cars and they drove. They dug out and they drove all the way up. But as soon as the local guys reached Makua Cave, they stopped. It's like even my friend, he was pursuing party, right? He's like, brah, Joe, it was like we couldn't go past the cave. All of us stopped, and it was like we weren't allowed to go past the cave because something was there and never let us follow them. So the cave had protected them. So anyway, yeah, it's that kind of a place. Um, according to the Mo'olelo, according to the Mo'olelos, the stories, the legends, it's a cave of Nawei, the half man, half shark. And a real fast rendition of the story was Nawei was born from Kamahoali'i, who was Madame Pele's brother, the shark god, and a woman, a mortal woman. He Kamahoali'i got her pregnant, and the baby was a kupua, a person who was possessed supernatural abilities, And right before the baby was born, he had to leave and he had to go do his God stuff. And he told the woman never to feed the boy meat because his nature is that of a shark. And so she never did. The baby was born. The boy was named Nawei. He grew up. He had a birthmark on his back in the shape of a shark's mouth, right? And so, because he had that birthmark, people would know him for a kupua, a shapeshifter, a demigod. He would cover it up with a piece of kapa whenever he would go out, and he didn't go out very much. But his grandfather had high hopes for him, the mortal side. So the grandfather wanted him to be the strong warrior because little Nanawe was a strong little boy. So as he grew up, they would feed Nanawe. He would feed Nanawe meat because after a certain age, the boy couldn't eat the women anymore, right? So he would eat with the grandpa. And the grandpa would continue to feed the boy meat as Nanawe developed a taste for meat, right? And they soon realized that when he would go swimming, even as a small child, he would, as soon as he jumps into the pond or the lake or the water, he would turn into a shark, a little shark, and swim around and he would have an appetite for all the fish. And he would swim around eating all the fish. And well, he got older and he got older and he had to hide who he was. And he ended up living at, or right by, supposedly Makua Cave was the story. And he would stand up on the little cliff overlooking the ocean, and he'd work in his lo'i, his taro field over there. And as an unsuspecting visitor would come by, he would tell the visitor, or the traveler, sorry, unsuspecting traveler would walk by either on their way to Makaha or on their way over to Kaena. He would go outside and he'd just be working the field, and they'd make greeting and stuff, and he'd tell them, he's like, oh, he's like, oh man, it's such a hot day today, isn't it? And the traveler would be like, oh yeah. And now we would be like, I wish that I could go swimming. I wish that I could cool off, but I have so much work to do. Could you do me a favor? And he asked the traveler. The traveler's like, sure. He's like, could you go into the water just so I can at least be refreshed by watching you cool off and be refreshed? And so the traveler would. And at that point, when the traveler is walking down, jumping in the water, Nanawe would go into Makua Cave, and he'd crawl down to the bottom because the cave, unbeknownst to the traveler, opens up into the water. It goes all the way down to a point where it's an underwater cave. Nanawe would then jump into the water, assume the body of a shark, and eat the traveler, drag his remains in, if whatever he didn't eat, and then swim back into the cave, walk back up, turn into a man. And nobody was the wiser. This was a legend of Nanawe, that this was the cannibal shark man. This was the guy who had developed the taste for human flesh. So me and my friends thought one night it would be fun to check it out. We went there in the afternoon, late afternoon, maybe 5 p.m., and we just went over there to check it out, just to go look around and see. And it's a kind of a shallow cave, but when you go in, there is a right and a left. You go to the left, it goes up a little ways, and then the ceiling comes down till it gets to a place literally about a foot, 2 feet high, and strangely enough, you go all the way to the back and you're crawling now. There is a square that had been cut out. That's on the left side. That was what I heard from people who would travel that. I don't know, we get plenty kind of weird people, who would go in and spelunk and stuff. And I'm terrified, But there's supposed to be an underground railway system that would come through there, that would come up at Kaena on the tip, and they would do sugar cane and blah, 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 that kind of stuff. They'll come around over there. It's little underground tunnels and train tracks, and yeah, I've never seen it. But on the right side, it would go down into another opening, which you had to crawl through. I had seen that there's actually a little platform on the upper right, and so we had explored there. We had we climbed up the right side, and we scaled the little cliff and skirted the little edge, and crawled back as far as we could go, and we found that there was another opening, a third opening. And we started to explore it, and we noticed that this one went down. And so we thought, oh, this is exciting. Let's go back. Let's come back tonight. But we got to go home first. Kaneohe, we got to go grab stuff. I remember we came back midnight. We had ropes. We had just like all this random stuff, right? One thing we never bring, or we should have, was like knee pads and a helmet and stuff, because we started going there about maybe midnight or so, and we were crawling down the small little hole, right? I was first, and my other three friends were behind me. And so we're crawling down. I get my flashlight shining down, shining, looking around, just this little stuff. And it gets smaller and smaller. I remember my knees were all scratched and scraped up. My elbows were all scratched. The top of my head, I had blood dripping down my head because it would scrape the top of the rock, yeah? When you're crawling down the thing. That's how small it was. We're crawling on our hands and knees, and the roof is still hitting us. I'm now claustrophobic, but I wasn't back then. Yes, it feels funny kind even in the daytime over there. um, so we probably, I would say an estimate of time about 45 minutes or so. We're crawling down, 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 and we just kept going down. And we're talking about Makua Cave. So we're crawling down, 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 and my friends are getting a little nervous. I guess I was too, but then they wanted to go back, and I'm like, okay. And I looked ahead though, and like maybe 10 feet, 15 feet ahead. Matt, I'm bad with distance. How far would you say that tree is from me?
Which one?
The tree of the sign.
Sign?
The sign over there from me.
Yeah, about a couple of yards.
Couple yards.
Yeah, 2 yards.
Okay. Yeah. About 2-3 yards maybe.
Yeah. 10 feet.
Yeah. Okay, that's 10 feet. I got bad. I'm real bad with that. I gotta bring like one measuring tape with me when I go over.
Yeah, it needs to be exactly.
No, I would say like 40 feet, 40 yards, same thing. Huh?
No. 40 feet, 40 yards.
Yeah.
Two different stories.
But it was like that right over there where the sign is from over here. And we're crawling down, and it looks like there's an opening over there. It looks like there's a place where we can stand up or maybe sit up. So I tell my friend, let's just go down over there and we'll see. And if that's not the place we're looking for, because we're looking for where the water hits the cave, yeah? To see where the Nawei would crawl into the water. We're looking for the sea entrance, right? And so they're like, okay, yeah, let's go down over there. And so we start crawling down. And as I'm crawling down, my light is still flashing down towards the cave. And I have my light all the way down over there. And I see, I'm a few feet, actually I was about this distance from when I saw it. I saw what looked like a man walk from the left side to the right side and cross my flashlight beam. No sound, no word, like a person just boom, just walks across my flashlight beam. And I'm like, what the hell? First thought in my mind was, oh, must be one homeless guy. You know, I don't know why I thought that. Maybe there's another entrance or something. But my first thought was a homeless guy. But I'm going to go ahead and scare my friends. So I would stop. I'm like, oh, bro, you guys see that? And they're all behind me, so they never see nothing. And they're like, what? What did you see? I'm like, bro, I just saw something walk from the left to the right across my flashlight beam. And so they all were like, they're all excited. And they all, like, literally, we're in this little small place. And they're on me now. They're on my back, okay? I'm lying down flat. And I got a head over here, a head over here, and a head above me. And we're all just looking and staring down at the flashlight for like a minute, 2 minutes. And then, we don't see nothing. And then all of a sudden, that figure walks by from the right to the left. Slowly, deliberately, like stops and like turns almost, right? This thing, that's when I realized this wasn't a man. This wasn't a person. This wasn't a homeless guy. The skin was black and textured, like it was covered in scabs. And we booked it. All of my friends turned around, ran, crawled out as fast as they could. And now, instead of being the first, I was the last. And I'm crawling up as fast as I can. What took us about 45 minutes to get down or so, took us about 5 minutes to get back up. I remember pushing them. I remember pushing them, shoving them, hitting them because they weren't moving fast enough. Behind me, I knew and I could hear there was something right behind me at my feet, crawling up towards us. And yeah, I was like, bruh. We got out and we were still on the top. We uh we all went down as fast. I remember we some of us jumped down to the bottom because we never like carefully, you know what I mean, scale the little small side. And so one of my friends went jump and he went hurt his ankle, and so we had to carry him out. And we run out. We parked right across the street, right on the side of the road, right. And as we parked right on the side of the road, hold on, that was kind of cool. Sorry, 903. We parked right on the side of the road. Like me and my friend get into our car. My other two friends get into their car, and like we go in the car. We try to start them up. The thing don't work. The car doesn't want to work. It doesn't start up. Nothing. And I don't know why my TikTok just went dark. Hold on. There we go. Better. Um, my car wouldn't start up, and so we're like, okay, we'll go jump into my friend's car. And we ran over there. We jumped into his car. His car was dead. His car wouldn't start up. And I get four of us in one car, and we all yelling at each other, and they all yelling at me. And it was the kind of like, bro, what anyone do to you, Joe? Huh? How come you would take us over here, bro? Bro, what everyone would do to you, bro? What everybody is freaking out and yelling over everybody and all of that. And then all of a sudden, from behind the little ridge that is Makua Cave, the moon came out. The clouds came out, and the whole place was bathed in moonlight. All of us at the same moment stopped, and we turned and we looked towards the cave entrance. And we watched this figure emerge from the cave and walk, shamble towards us. Shamble would be a better word. It shambled towards us, and this thing it looked like its whole body was covered in scabs, and the eyes were red, like fire. Like imagine you have a red fire. You put a piece of wood and you cut two holes out for eyes. That's the fire. That's what it looked like. This thing walked, the red burning eyes walked across the street. All right. Keep in mind, we're in the shoulder lane across the street from the cave. It's a 2-lane road, and this thing walks towards us. He is just 1 lane away from us. He stops in the middle of the road, just stops there in the middle of the road, glaring at us, looking at us, and then turns around and slowly shambles back into the cave. Its head it had no neck. The head was fused into the shoulders, like that, like a shark head. And those red eyes. And that's actually the last I remember. Clearly, because, like, obviously we got home all right. But we don't know how we got home all right. We don't know what happened the next day or the years to follow. This was something, I want to say it was so traumatizing that we didn't remember it. It wasn't until later when I was doing the ghost tours. We had the van breakdown at Manoa Chinese Cemetery, or the bus, and so we had to wait. One of the other guides went to get the van. Yeah. That one was, we had left here actually to go Manoa Chinese Cemetery, and when we get to the cemetery, one tire was flat, and it looked like something had chewed around one of the tires. There were like chew marks and bite marks in it. And so I had to sit down and wait while the other two guides went to go get the vans in Waikiki. And we just sat down under the banyan tree in the graveyard, told stories, and had this one guy from the west side. He asked me, "Hey, do you have a story about Makua Cave?" And then all the memories came flooding back all of a sudden. And I didn't really want to look at it or say it because we're in the middle of a graveyard and, ghost tour. And I just kind of joked him like, I think I'd get one. But what, you get one? What about you? Do you have an encounter over there? And he's like, yeah. He's like, actually, I do. And so he shared with me his story of him and his friends. They went to go drink in the cave and they were partying. And then all of a sudden, from the back, something came out of the cave and chased them out of the cave. He said this thing had skin like it was covered in scabs, and it had these red, burning, glowing eyes. So yeah, that was my encounter. Let me read some of the comments over here. Man, that's such cool folklore. Yep, that's why I like the stories. Yep. If you guys have any questions and I didn't read it, feel free to ask again. Yeah. Somebody walking around. My friend. Okay. Well, I like that everybody just talks story. It's awesome. Are the night marchers not to be mentioned at times? No, don't worry. Night marchers are a little sensitive sometimes because a lot of people have a lot of different. Yeah, Kikil, man. A lot of people they don't understand it, and if you don't understand it, you shouldn't really, you know what I mean, tell about it. And it's not like you can tell experiences and stories and stuff, but like there was a video of what was clearly a chronic in the forest. Bro, you gotta turn off all the lights. Come on, you guys. It's not how you do it. There was a picture of a chronic in the forest, obviously, and that went all around the mainland. And here saying, "Oh, look the night matcha, look the night matcha." You know, that's the only thing about night marchers. So when you get three Polynesians that look like the same, Kanaka Maoli, yeah, the Maoli and Maori and the Tahitians. No, nothing attached to us, the Monica.
I wouldn't. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't clarify night marchers as good guardians.
I just read that.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
They kind
I
of
mean,
do their thing, and you let them do their thing.
yeah, they're more like protectors or like I, they're
They're
guardians, but like
of
not
the
our guardians.
of the
You know what I mean?
area.
Yeah, they're guardian of the elite. Like
Yeah, yeah, they guard the elite that's in their procession.
right, right.
Yeah,
So I was just trying to help you,
the
Monica,
chief, the
kind of
king. Yeah,
understand that where it's a different where like we
I
talk
gotta
about
brush up on your
the Momo
stories,
Wahine
Monica.
being a guardian.
Yeah,
They're two different aspects. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted to respect us. Hey, no worry. If you get respect in your heart, you pono, you're good.
I think maybe you could cough up the night marchers as more like almost a law.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. They do their own thing. They
yeah,
don't deviate from their path. They have a purpose and they fulfill their
and they follow
purpose.
that
Yeah,
kapu system. And if you break it,
yeah,
you know what I mean. They hand down the punishment for it.
yeah.
That's how I would picture night marchers more so. I mean, depending on the procession, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we kind of discussed that there is different processions.
Yeah. This guy not freaking out yet. So I'm not freaking out.
So I hope that helps, Britt.
Yeah.
Gives you a little bit better understanding of the two
Yeah.
and the difference.
Yeah. They're walking the lands like they did in the past. Exactly. After experiencing things in your ghost sense, is there anything that scares you? People. I didn't even need to think about that.
Yes, and what Sean said. They're walking the land.
Yeah. Hold on. Dehi, I love your story, by the way, that you posted about us being over here. That was awesome. I didn't know all the follow-ups. Hold on. Pearl City. I wonder if my thing will work now. We did an investigation at Pearl City High School.
Mm.
And I'll play the thing. I could talk about that a little bit. You talking about Pearl City High School, Hawaiian sister? Stories on Kauai? Not very much. But, um, excuse me. I'm allergic to dogs, by the way.
Yes,
Is there anything that scares you? Not being alone is what scares me sometimes. Camping was really scary. It was really cool. Bro, what's going on? Is that the same truck, yeah?
no,
No.
different. That was
Yeah.
right.
Camping was fun when I was live, but when the live was done, when I'm camping all the way up there by myself, was scary. I never leave my tent, yeah.
I don't understand why people do that though.
What's that?
Like I see a lot of guys go solo camping
Yeah.
online, but then when shit hits the fan, They stay in your tent like it's gonna fucking protect them.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
seriously?
I just never like see what was outside, bro.
I know, but I mean, just I don't understand why people do that. Like I would get out of my tent, like what the hell, you know? Not try to stay in my tent and then just try to be quiet so they leave, or
Yeah, yeah.
hey, leave me alone.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah,
But I just crack up
bro.
on that, bro. I'm sorry.
I
No,
was
no
up from
offense.
I was up from 3 o'clock in the morning, bro, and I couldn't go back to sleep. But I
That's
wouldn't
why I
leave
don't
my
go
tent.
sleep, bro. When I go fish,
I had
I
to go
stay out.
shishi real bad, bro. I'm like, no, 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 I'm not going outside. Pro City High School investigation was mean. Yeah. Um, come on my drive, Pro City, all the way up to Palisades. Palisades, I hear. Hey, Sandy. I hear. So I I can't say exactly where in Palisades I go to for work, but I've been to a few locations up at Palisades, and I can feel some very strong Hawaiian energy up there. That's all I want to say about that. There's a lot of weird things that go on up there. Yeah. So Pearl City High School is right next to. You have beaten in your tent, camping at Yokohama's like Tipolos. Oh, that's not fun. Oh God. Dude. Look the dog. Look the dog. You good guy? And now he's curled up around my feet and staring down the trail. Well, that's called wind. You're not a nature dog, huh? You're a house dog. I don't think you'd ever experienced wind before. And now you're just gonna curl up under my chair. All right. Hey, hey, that one girl from nowhere. What about Makakilo? I'm not Makakilo. Get the kind of hold on. Oh, get plenty of stories that are coming up to mind. Makakilo, get the Camp Timberline, right? I know it's called something else now, but Camp Timberline. I remember we used to go up there for church retreats. I remember one day when we did the church retreats up there. It was really eerie, kind of. So I get up over there, and in the back they have a cabin kind of thing, and then there's all the tall grass and all that in the back over there. So we get to the cabin, right by where the food place was, right? The food pantry, the cafeteria, I guess you can call it. Camp Palehua. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This camp have a beach volleyball court and a pool hall.
I'm not too sure. It's
Okay.
all the way up in
All
the
the way up
mountains. Yeah,
in the back, right?
yeah. Used to be called Camp Timberline. That's how I remember it.
And then okay, never mind. Okay, yeah.
So we went over. We started over there, and I was like maybe senior in high school, and I was a leader. Yeah, I remember we were getting everything set up in the cabin, and I looked outside, and there was a little girl in the daytime in the tall grass, in the tall dry grass, and so there's a little girl, and she turned around and walked into the grass, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm thinking maybe this. I went to go grab her. I went to go follow her. And I didn't see her, but as I'm walking through the grass, I trip over something, and I look at what I tripped over, and it's a headstone in the grass of a little girl. I want to go back up there and check it out. That one was just kind of weird, and at that point, I was just kind of like, yeah, now we're good. Turned around and walked back. I'm like, yeah. One good thing about being the leader, though, is you can go out at night and go looking around for something like more stuff. DDK, no more stories about Waipio on the Big Island. I know there are stories, but I haven't experienced a lot over there. I haven't even been to Waipio on the Big Island. It's one place I would love to go to, but
I get one or two.
huh? You get one or two? Okay, we go. Actually, hold that thought. I want to play this because I got it in my
Yeah,
hand
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
No, I can share some after.
Yeah, then brother Matt can do that, and I can take a break. Um, we went Pearl City High School. I've been there several times at night. It's very haunted. There's supposedly people who had died over there, students who had committed suicide, students who fell down off of the third floor. What is it? The KLM building. A whole lot of stuff. We went there with I'm not gonna say the names actually, but we went there with a bunch of our friends, And we went down to the band room, and it was first we went up to the KLM building, and we had felt this really weird energy, this really intense energy at the stairwell, supposedly where one of the girls had fallen down. Um, yeah, I can't say
Oh, gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
Where she had,
Okay, okay.
yeah, fallen down, slashed unalived herself, or I'm not sure what the stories and the legends say. There's different versions. People still hear her screaming, apparently, sometimes. Staff, students, and so we had walked down to the band room where we get down to the band room. My friend has a spirit box that he's playing on this big speaker, and we get there and oh, thank you for the heart, thank you. Um, we hear first of all this lizard crawling up over us. We didn't even notice there was this lizard, but it fell, boom, and landed right in front of us. It was a big fat lizard, and to me, the first thought in my mind, this is one pregnant lizard. This comes into play a little bit later, but I know lizards don't get pregnant; they lay eggs. Um, but it first thought was this bugger looked pregnant, and so it was kind of weird. But we walked down, and the spirit box started having this little girl. Hi, hi, who are you? Hi, that kind of thing. And I was like, ho ho, wow, this is mean. So we start talking to her, and she starts talking back to us and answering. And then all of a sudden, we're trying to ask her name and stuff, and then there was this energy that blocked her, and boom, her voice was gone. It was like a very male energy that was like, no, you cannot talk. Quiet your mouth, Hamal, and pushed her to the side. And we kept trying to get her, and we kept trying to get her to come back, and nothing would come back, right? We Something was telling us to leave. My intuition, my feelings, something did not want us there. The lights started going haywire. I was looking at the lights. I have a video of the lights going haywire, and we're standing over there, and we're just kind of talking story. There's things going on around us, and I'm getting that there's something over here that's like that. There's something here that wants to scrap. Okay, my Hawaiian blood starts boiling, and I'm like, oh, something over here, like fight. Who the hell like throw down? You know what I mean? I'm like, it's something over here. Right above the high school, there is a Waimano home for the feeble-minded, which used to be some kind of asylum for patients with mental health care. It's where they lived. A lot of bad things happened over there. A lot of bad things happened over there. A lot of hauntings. They shut down that place, and there's just so many hauntings attached to it now. We're talking people being pushed, bones being broken, big black silhouettes, that kind of thing. Yeah, anyway, so we're down over there. And this is the video I'm going to show you. I wasn't live, but one of our friends, she was live. And I felt, what was that? Like a garbage truck or something.
I mean, I keep hearing it.
You keep hearing it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like bombs going off
Okay,
every
okay.
now and then. But I mean, I don't know if that's fireworks or not, but
Yeah.
it kind of sounds like.
It's not steady cadence, it's not drums.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
it's off and on. Some down there, some up here.
It's happened a few times where I start to get threatened. Uilani, you remember that over at Boiling Pots? Yeah, when that thing was calling us out. The mo'o was calling us out. Oh, I wanted to scrap. I was like, oh, this fricka. Like you like come and challenge. You like come and challenge you. But anyways, yeah. So I was getting really even Obaki Hunter was with us. He was even like, Joe, you okay or what? They could tell that I was really getting all wired, getting all free, all just kind of ready to go nuts. And then we heard a scream coming from KLM building. And immediately all of us started going over there, and I'm like, no, 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 hold on, because this scream, this thing didn't want us at the band room, and it didn't want us there because I felt that we were doing something there that was good, and it wanted us to leave. Anyway, here's the scream. Bruh, why is this thing so dang quiet right now.
That was
Cause,
soft. What the hell?
bruh, this is as loud as it goes. I'm gonna take this thing out of its little box over here. But I did put it up on Facebook, and people who heard the scream said, I had a few people actually comment that they had heard that scream before, exactly that same scream, exactly that noise. Why are you so quiet for? Bruh, I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna do this real fast. I'm gonna do something stupid. Can you guys still hear me? I'm gonna do something incredibly stupid. I'm gonna play it on my car. You can hear it. Yeah, all right. Let's do it justice, shall we? Dog, wait, hold on. Hey Matt, you can make sure the dog don't run over.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think Joe's gonna try to play it on his car stereo, so you guys can hear the scream.
Hey, bro, cut it out. Yeah, knock this thing over. I want to bring this in real fast. Hey, it's okay for it. I got it. One night I forget my speaker. I'll bring you guys inside. Actually, yeah, you guys can hear her. It's not just talking. You guys heard that? Okay, yeah, you guys hearing that. I wonder, wait, hold on. I have two videos. Maybe this one is louder. Nope. Like, oh, you hear that? Yeah, that was kind of. It was like, yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Anyway, nice little detour. The rest of the night kind of went without. Well, I mean, we had a lot of stuff happening, but nothing really that big. Bruh, this guy got to relax a little bit. This guy that stood up, he's like, oh my god, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? Yeah, you're fine, relax, good boy, good boy. Fuck, he's gonna leave me out in this forest. I know, relax. Come. He's gonna leave me. I know, dude, look at this guy.
I forget what it was too. If it was actually that night, or if there was a recap video afterwards.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
But I remember that was the one time where I left alive. Like I felt that anger. The anger that you was having.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I actually logged out. I said, "Good night, I'm out, guys." I don't know what it was, but I just started to just fill up with rage. Like, bro, snapping at dogs, everything.
Yeah.
I was just like, "What's going on?" No, I gotta go, guys. I'm out.
there's something there that's very evil, it's very bad, and it's yeah, it harms people. I don't like the kind of stuff, but it doesn't like when I go around. I got all my guardians around me, and they help people and all of that stuff too. So yeah, up Makakilo Ridge, wind blowing, felt like large beings coming around outside. Oh wow. Once I heard from my daughter, if you're running on the track and you feel running next to you. Oh, I think I heard that one, Wani.
Yeah, Trey had mentioned that something that crawled up Mace's car at Pearl City. That figure that was climbing onto Mace's Hummer in the parking lot was trippy. But but we don't think it was that night that he had the
No, I don't
scream.
think so. I don't think I was there that night.
Mm.
But Mates would always go over there, bro. He always brings spam musu beans, that guy. But yeah, you go talk about White Peel, yeah? I'm gonna
Oh,
take 5.
take break already. You freak
Oh,
up.
already? It's only been
You
an
send
hour
me
and a
up.
half, bro.
Oh, we've been dabbling for an hour and a half. Ah.
Oh, what are
Ah.
you doing?
Okay, guys. I'm gonna give Joe a break, so I'll tell you guys some stories I have of my time on the Big Island. Some of these are, I'm not. Okay, don't quote me on it, because quite frankly, some of these could have just been, cousins or relatives, or how it was in the old days. We just tell each other spooky stories, yeah, or stories to get you kind of scared, or um, you know, different tales that were told to make you aware of the dangers of each place that we're at, or kind of a scare tactic to, I guess you could say, a scare tactic to make you show respect for the place and whatnot. So I'm not gonna say that some of these stories are true, so don't quote me on this, yeah, guys. These are just stories that were told to me. I didn't have first-hand accounts. I don't have factual evidence to it, but they make for great stories. So, Waipio Valley. I went to Wanaka High School my freshman year, and one thing we used to do is get don't do as don't do as I do as I say. But my ninth grade year, I spent a lot of time cutting school and going down to Waipio Valley and going surfing every day. We'd go in the morning, we'd catch the early session, we'd come back, we'd go eat lunch, and then we'd go back down until school was piling. And we gotta go home. I gotta go work construction or whatnot with my uncle, and then go help them out. That was our life. But so Waipio Valley is an awesome surf spot, guys. So if you guys have ever been there, so one of the best times to go to Waipio Valley would be first thing in the morning when the winds aren't there, because once the afternoon comes in, maybe about 10ish or so, all the winds start blowing into the valley, and they blow that place out, and so it's really choppy out there. So if you go first thing in the morning, it's nice and glassy, and the surf is awesome. So the story goes that my cousin and two of his friends took the jeep down there. Right, their whole plan was they're gonna crash out overnight in Waipio on the beach, and once the sun comes up, they're gonna jump in the water and go surf. So that was the plan. So Big Island, real laid back, not the type we pitch tent or anything. So their whole thing was they all crawled underneath the jeep and they slept underneath the jeep for the night. Well, in the middle of the night, all of a sudden they wake up and the jeep is bouncing off the ground. And all three of them are underneath the jeep, my cousin and his two friends. And I'm like, so he's telling me this, Brian. They wake up to see the jeep above them just bam, bam, all four tires off the ground, bumping, boom, boom, boom. So the two friends are freaking out. My cousin, he has background in this kind of stuff, and he has the ability to see and whatnot. So what they did was they actually got out from underneath the jeep. They never had salt with them or anything. But what they did was they ended up pissing around the jeep. So they made a complete circle right around the jeep, and once the circle was completed, the jeep stopped. Boom. And so they say that urine has a kind of a protective power too. It's kind of like the Hawaiian salt, yeah. But urine, I know there's certain Hawaiians or certain practices that use urine for that type of stuff, and so that was one of those events. Like down in Whitefield Valley. And if you've been back there, you know that place is active. It's haunted. My family has my son's his mother's side. They own land down there and whatnot. So we spent a lot of time down in Whitefield. Let's see another story. If you go to what was it? Okay, so another story now. My friend is out fishing. He's doing solo fishing, ulua fishing out in Kohala area, and he goes out to Kohala and he's, you know, if you ever been fishing on the Big Island and you know the terrain, it's not like Oahu where we have the sandy beaches and you park your car, you walk on the beach, you set up all your gear, and you know you put your poles and everything is it's called leisure fishing. On the Big Island, nah, you got cliffs that just drop off into the water and it's all lava rock. You're practically off-roading from the main road all the way in for miles, and usually you set up your truck or you get to a certain point where you can park or as far as you can drive, set up all your gear there, but your poles are kind of far away from you, you know, depending where you're at, sometimes 100 yards, sometimes more, just depends, but it's all lined up on the cliff. So my friend is out there fishing by himself and he has his poles set up, and his poles are, I would say, about 100 or so yards away to where his truck is. So he sets all his poles up, slides out his bait, and he goes back to his truck to go, you know, do whatever's cow or eat or, you know, tie some more lines, whatever we do in downtime during fishing, waiting for that strike. So I guess time goes by and he decides, okay, I'm gonna go check bait, and he starts walking out towards his poles. And mind you, out there on the Big Island, but there's no lights, there's no street lights, there's no nothing. Everything is pitch black. So all you got is the lights that you have on your head or the lantern you have with your gear and whatnot. And he starts walking out towards his fishing poles. And he says, next to the fishing poles, he sees this freaking Hawaiian guy sitting down next to his fishing poles. Mind you, he's out there in Kohala by himself, but pitch black, nothing. Hawaiian brother is sitting down next to his fishing pole. He took one look, started going, getting closer. You know, at first he was suspect, like, who the hell is this? You know, and he like rush over there. Well, he figures out that the brother that's sitting down next to his fishing poles is an old Hawaiian fisherman in spirit form. Brother, he turned right around, packed up everything in his truck and drove off. Left his poles, everything. He left everything there. Just jumped in his truck. He went back in the morning to go get his poles. And you'd be surprised. I've left stuff some nights while fishing on the Big Island at an area, and it's like, oh, I get home and I don't think much about it, and I get ready for go fish for another day. I start looking for this gear, like, hey, what the hell? And I think about it, oh, no way. I go back to the spot that I was previously. All my gear is still there. My fishing, my pole holder, my bell, my tie down, all of that. It's kind of trippy. Like, so I can see where he had actually left and then came back, and all his poles, everything was still there. But just seeing a spirit sitting down next to his poles out in the boondocks by himself freaked him out. He ended up upping and leaving. Another tale about Big Island, if you guys are familiar with the Kamehameha statue. Okay, so there's actually 4 Kamehameha statues in existence. We have 2 on the Big Island. One is in Hilo, one is in Kohala. The other one is in Oahu, which is, I believe, downtown. And then the 4th one is actually in
Capitol Hill.
Capitol Hill, yeah? Yeah, so it's in Capitol Hill, in their museum at the bottom or basement or whatnot, and it's stored. Well, so the original Kamehameha statue that was built on the Big Island. And they were gonna ship it to Oahu to go put it up where the one in Oahu is existing now. So prior to that, they put it on the barge, and they sent the barge off from Kauai area towards Oahu. Well, I guess the storm had hit, or some massive waves or whatnot had hit the barge as it was headed to Oahu, and the original Kamehameha statue actually fell off the barge into the ocean, and they thought it was lost. I guess weeks later, they found it on the Kohala shores. And if anybody knows, that's kind of I'm not for sure if it's Kamehameha's birthplace or where they took Kamehameha to be raised.
No, right over there. Right next to the Heiau is Kamehameha's birthplace.
Is it?
Yeah, right next to
That's the one in Spencer Park, though, right?
That's the one by the little airstrip over north of Hawaii, North Kohala Coast.
Oh, okay. So, see, and I thought there was The Nawei family is the ones that ran him all the way to Kohala to go to be foster parent because his life was at risk
Yeah.
as a baby. So that's why I wasn't sure if Kohala is his birthplace or if it was just the area that he was taken to be groomed and raised.
Mm.
So that's why I wasn't quite sure. So I mentioned it like that. But originally, there's Kamehameha the First has ties to Kohala, and so for the original statue that was made to show up on the shoreline of Kohala, when they found it, they restored it to whatever damage was done, and that original statue now is the one that is situated in Kohala. If you're driving down the Kohala coast to Kohala, Hawaii area and stuff, you'll see that statue on the side of the road. It's on the Makai side of the island as you're going down Kohala Highway. There's another story of there's this Kohala area. I believe I believe this monument is near. It's near where the Kamehameha statue is, and what this is back in the olden days there used to be this boulder out in the ocean that only was it would only what is the word I'm looking for? It would only appear at a certain tide, certain time of the year, certain tide, and this boulder had this little platform, like a flat platform, and what it's called is it was the Hawaiian checkers, and Ali'is used to play this game called Hawaiian checkers, and this boulder and that board was used. That was the Hawaiian checkerboard, and so like I said, it only appeared on certain tides. Other than that, it was underwater. And story goes is you play the Lees would play each other, and the loser would actually have to be, unalive. And so there's blood stains and everything on top, actually on top this Hawaiian checkerboard. Well, some haole guy had decided that that'd be a great historical monument, and he decided that he was going to pull this Hawaiian checkerboard out of the water. All the locals told him, no, 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 touch them. That's not for us. You leave that where it is and where it belongs. And the guy never listened. Well, ended up the guy did contract construction crew to pull that boulder out of the water, and that boulder now sits as a monument near the Kamehameha statue. And like I said, well, supposedly has this a flat stone like a square that would represent like a checkerboard. Well, shortly after he pulls that thing out and sets it up, he was actually I'm not sure what the actual causes were, but the guy didn't remain in human form for much longer. He was definitely unalive. I'm not sure how, but I think him and his whole family actually perished from that incident, and that's kind of one of the legends that have gone down there. Let's see, another one we have, if you guys are familiar, we have what we call the King's Trail, and this King's Trail is it's a footpath of rocks that is, I would say, probably, I don't know, 3-4 feet wide, and it wraps around the whole Big Island. And there's this one area where it crosses into the Waikoloa area, where the Waikoloa Hotel is. It's on the Kona coast, so hotels like the Waikoloa, Mauna Kea, Malolani, Hapuna area. That the King's Trail cuts through that area, and so my cousin guys they used to be security down at the Waikoloa resort, and there's this one guard shack that actually sits on the King's Trail's path, and they had this new guy that was just hired, and he was stationed to be working out in that shack. And my cousin them all told him, he said, hey, it's part of the rules here, you need to understand this. You're not allowed to be in this guard shack once the sun goes down. As soon as the sun goes down, you need to get up and get out of here and go back to the other station or whatever, or go drive around, do whatever you got to do. I said, yeah, no worries. I get it. Never asked why. They never told him why. They just said, but this is the rules. This is something you need to follow. Ended up, the guy fell asleep in the guard shack. And out of nowhere, the guy was woken up to two big Hawaiian warriors tossing him around the guard shack.
They beat this guy up badly. And it was two Hawaiian warriors in old Mahalo clothes, everything. He had fallen asleep. The sun had gone down. Well, I guess the Hawaiian warriors were part of the procession that was guards the King's Trail, and they were clearing the trail. Brother man, had that happened to him, and he actually ended up quitting that night. He never came back to work as a security guard there at Waikoloa ever again. And that's just kind of one of the tales. I have another one. Considering Saddle Road. So all my family is located in Kamuela or Waimea, and I have family that's out at Hilo side. And one of the legends that we hear a lot here in Oahu is you don't take pork over the pali. Well, the same goes for Saddle Road on the Big Island. You don't take pork from the Hilo side over to the Waimea side or Kona side, right? So it's taking it from east to west, which basically it's embodying pork is an embodiment of Kamapua'a, and Pele and Kamapua'a, they had their agreement. So when you take pork from the windward side over to the leeward side, that's bringing Kamapua'a or his embodiment, the spirit of his embodiment, over to Pele's side and crossing that law or that agreement that they made, and that's why they have the legend that they have here at the old Pali. Well, so one year we're having this family reunion up at our family house in Waimea, and my auntie has a kitchen and a restaurant that she runs down in Hilo side back in the days. And so a lot of the food that was made or prepared, we took it to her kitchen to have it done. And so my cousin guys, uncle guys, they all made the kalua pig, everything, wrapped it all up, and they put it in the truck. And my two cousins and my uncle, separate cars, right? We're supposed to take that food back to Waimea. My uncle told them specifically, take Saddle Road. Make sure you take the long way and you come around the Hamakua coast. Yeah, uncle, no worry. So my uncle had left before them, and he took his route to the Hamakua coast. And if anybody knows the roads on the Big Island, it's a 2-lane road. So you practically see everybody on that road. Whether you're coming one way and they're going the other way, or if they're behind you and they pass you, you see all your friends or your neighbors, whatnot. It's not hard to miss somebody on the road. Well, my cousin them, stupid enough, never take the long way around, and they took Saddle Road home from Hilo. They went all the way to Kamuela. And what happened with them is, as they were driving up Saddle Road and they were getting up to the peak, they said out of nowhere, they started to see what they said were like thumbs. It's about that much of your thumb. About 100 of them, all on top of their hood, the hood of the car. They said, what the hell? And they're looking, and they see these thumbs all on top of the freaking hood. Not sure what it is. Now they look to the left, and they look to the right, and there's two Hawaiian warriors running side by side with them in the truck. The truck is going about 50, 60 up, over the hill. And these two Hawaiian warriors, right there, one inside the driver's window and one inside the passenger's window, running side by side, and my two cousins are freaking out. My one cousin even tried to swerve and bang the Hawaiian. Yeah, the car went right through it. They freaked out. Blitzed it all away. Somehow, I'm not sure what happened with the thumbs or where the Hawaiians went, but they freaked out. They got to Waimea. They got back to the house. So my uncle now pulls up to the house, who left Hilo before them. And my two cousins are sitting there at the house already with the pig in the truck. And my uncle looks at them. What? Where you guys was? You guys took Saddle Road, huh? No, uncle, no, we never. He's like, no bullshit, no BS me. I said, I left before you guys. I never see you guys pass me on the way to Waimea on the Hamakua coast. So I know you guys never passed me. And the only way you guys would have reached here to Waimea before me is if you guys took Paddle Road. So why you guys don't tell me the truth? So they said, yes, okay, uncle, we did. We never listened. I'm sorry. So my uncle said, okay, where's the pig? So they go to the big pans of pig that we had made for the reunion. All the pigs spoiled. No can eat. All spoiled. And that was their incident. Then they basically told my uncle,
what had happened to them on Saddle Road when they took Saddle Road, and that's one of the reasons why you don't take pork over the Pali, or I guess from the windward side to the leeward side. Oh, what else do I got on the Big Island? Oh, I told my South Point story already. Oh, you good, Joe? You ready to talk, or you need more time?
I'm good.
Okay, this one might take a little while. Okay, so um, Kihole, it's a place out in Captain Cook area. They got a resort there. I can't remember the name, but when I was living there, let's see, I was living up there for 10 years when I had my son, and I was with his mom. And one of my ex's uncles used to have a friend that owned this little lot out by Kihole Harbor. And so we used to camp out there all the time. And we camp on this private lot. And then the bay is right there, the harbor, the hotel is on the other side. And so we always used to go there as a family and camp there. And I've been there a few times. And this one night, we're out there and campsite's about to go to sleep, where everybody's already, the family's all in their tent. They're all in there, ready to call it a night. And I'm like pretty much the last one up. My son, my stepson, and the mom is already in their tent. And so I'm outside on my beach chair, sitting there, and I'm doing what I call, was my nighttime routine back then. I had back issues, so I used to burn a lot, yeah. So I was out there, I was drinking my last beer, smoking my cigarette, well, while burning my stuff first, my happy cigarette, and then, I got to the regular cigarette. And so I'm almost done, but I guess somehow I had dozed off or fell asleep in the chair prior to going into the tent. And it was, I swear to God, it was just for a split second that this happened, but I had dozed off. And all of a sudden, I feel something leap onto me and just pin me into the beach chair. And I'm stuck. It's like I'm having a press drink, but I'm not in a bed, and I know I've shared my story at Castle High School, and that happened to me during the day. Well, this is at night in this camp area, and I'm pinned to the beach chair outside of the tent. I can't yell, I can't scream, I can't move, but I feel this pressure on me, and I'm just stuck. So I start reciting my Lord's Prayer, and I end up breaking out of the press drink. That kind of jolted me awake a little bit. I was like, screw this. I was done with the beer anyway. I never finished my cigarette. I threw it out, thinking I went into the tent. And so at this time they had I'm not sure if you guys know about those pop-up tents, the 10 by 10, the easy ups. Well, they sell this like a tent thing that attaches to the easy up. And so it encloses the easy up on all four sides. So it's a big tent, and it's actually a 10 by 10 tent. And so we have my son's mom has a freaking queen size air mattress in there that her and the boys are sleeping on, and I have my cot that I would set up, and it's a deluxe cot. I would say it's pretty good size, but plenty of room inside there. So I jump on my cot and they're all sleeping already. I said, freak this, I'm done. I'm going in the tent. I'm not gonna mess around out here. Everybody's sleeping. Nobody knows what just happened to me. And so I go to sleep, and all of a sudden I feel something touch my toe. I'm like, what the fuck? I get up and look. Nobody there. I look at my kids. I look at, the mom, them. They're crashed out. And they're like, easy a foot or two away from me. Where if they had touched my toe and then jumped back to the bed, I either would have heard them or saw them. No. I brushed it off. Okay, go back to sleep. Again, something touched my toe. Like, what the hell? I jump up, I look. Again, I look. My kids are too far away from me for them to do that. Not even if, they rolled over and accidentally, their hand hit me or something. And, kids, they roll in their sleep and whatnot. So I look and I'm like, bro, what the hell? I swear I feel something playing with my toe and touching my feet. But it's not the kids. Next thing I look, I go back to sleep. Now this thing is playing with my ear. I feel it touching my ear, pulling on it. And I wake up and I'm snapping now. Like, what the, what the hell? I look at my kids, them again, and still they're far away from me. Nobody's close to me. So now, not only did I just get pressed in this chair, I'm now being harassed in my tent by somebody touching me and playing with me and poking me. And I know there's spirits around that area, but I've never been shaken up or frightened or anything, or never been alarmed or alerted to something where I needed to worry. And so I'm not sure if something negative was trying to mess with me that night, and that's why I got pressed, or if I was just being harassed or toyed around with. But that's the last time I ever camped there. I never went back. I said, screw it. I said, I'm not going to get pressed again, but I'm not going to have anything be touching me or playing with me. And I mean, I've had too many things touch me or play with me like that, where I just had to cut the line. Like, I've even been out here with Joe guys, and I've had things touch my hand, flick my ear. Like, while we're sitting here in a circle, like one night I think it was Joe and Jubu were talking story. And I think Minsu was here with us too. And they're in a conversation, and all of a sudden I'm just like, I said, stop. Like, out of nowhere. Like, I'm not even in their conversation, but we're in a tight circle. And I just yell out, like, I said, stop. And Joe looks at me, you all right, man? I'm like, no, I'm good, bro. And Jubu is like, oh, nah, I think the guy is just touching him. And I said, yeah, no. First he touched my hand, then he poked me in the side, then he flicked my ear, and I'm like, what do you want? Like, I don't, I never pay attention to you. I felt you touch me. I don't like talking to you. That's not what I'm here for. So that's just some of my stories of Big Island, and some of the incidents or things that I've heard, or occurrences that I have other stories, but they would probably concern more with my family and my family lot. And I'm not sure if that's something I want to share or put out there with the public. My family has done a lot of things to protect ourselves and to keep our beliefs and whatnot safe. If you guys are familiar with what the times were like back then, you guys would kind of understand. I mean, you even go back to the old timers in Waimea, and they'll tell you that my family has two last names. One is Brighter, the other is Palaika. And there's reasons why we went from one back to the other, and so forth. But that's what I'll share with you guys tonight. Hopefully those little short stories kept you guys entertained. But I will hand it back over to Joe, and see you guys again next time. We hope.
Playing with this dog over here, bro.
Yeah, you're having a good time. Yeah, I've just been here. Oh, no, I lose that. I was just tweeting out whatever. Trying to think of all the stuff that I remember growing up and being told, and all of that kind of stuff. And I know people have been wanting to hear Big Island stories, so I figured those would be some good ones. They're all short stories, but
yeah. Phoebe, no, this is not Obaki Hunter. This is Matt.
Sorry, I never even looked at the chat, guys. That's how much I'd ramble. I'll let Joe go through the chat, and if you have questions, I'll answer.
Don't worry. Yeah, thanks, man. Those are some cool stories. Hey, you freaking dude. I don't know. This dog managed to find the one poop on the trail and eat it.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, but then he threw it up.
Follow your nose, baby. Follow your nose.
Yeah, and now he's trying to eat another one. Like, it's pitch black, and this guy can find it anywhere, dude.
He was good with the stick earlier.
Huh? Yep.
He had a stick earlier.
Yep. Oh, man. There we go. Like, dogs are weird. But interestingly enough, I could feel something coming up the trail when Matt was talking. And so I took the dog over there. And the dog picked it up too, right off the bat. His ears went like open, like he's listening. And then it went back. And then he ran up to me. So yeah, interesting. Hey Matt, were you at a kickboxing class? I'll ask him when he comes back. You do kickboxing? You do kickboxing?
Do I do kickboxing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, someone said you look familiar.
Huh?
Okay, I know. Someone said you look familiar.
Oh. I get that a lot. Nah,
Don't worry.
No kickboxing for me. I was an athlete, but it was sports, not so much the fighting side. Kept that one to the streets.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one too, Cheryl. Havohana and Lapahoihoi on the drive. There's an area you can smell sweet potato.
Oh yeah. It's on the Lapu. I see. I should have shared
Yeah,
that too.
the horseshoe. Yeah,
So yeah, once you
on the
enter
road.
in, you coming out of Lapu and entering the horseshoe, you can start smelling the sweet potatoes of the Menehune that
Yeah.
are back there in that valley.
Oh,
And it's
Jennifer.
only there, so from the beginning of the horseshoe till you get out of it,
Yeah.
and then the smell is gone.
Yeah. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. They have Kumulipo on Sunday evening, right? Over at Iolani Palace. If I can make it, I definitely will. Oh, that'll be wow. Yeah, that looks like so much fun. In the evening time, late afternoon, I think it was, right? Yeah. That would be so much fun. I think Faye messaged that to me earlier. Like a couple years. Years been back was a concern. Well, it kept going back and forth, Troy. Like his ears would go forward, like you're listening to something, and then back, and then forward, and then back, and then he'd forget about it because he get ADHD, and go back to the stick he's playing with. Yeah. Hey, how's it? Good evening, dude. Stop hitting my tripod. Yeah. Any stories of macadamia nut farm up in Honoka'a? Ooh,
Hmm.
macadamia nut
Oh,
farm.
see, I didn't even tell him about the other story. I got pinned the kind I was. Had another press dream up at oh, what's it called? It's above. Why can't I think of the name? Ahuloa.
Ahuloa.
Yeah, Ahuloa. My cousin them was staying back there.
I know the Lapahoihoi train museum is haunted too.
Yep. It's another place when you're up there, you should go check it out.
Yeah.
But a guy that runs the place, he actually has a lot of stories, and then he'll share it with you and
Oh,
whatnot
very cool.
as they walk through,
Very
through the
cool.
museum over there, the trade museum. I believe it's right next to the post office. It's a small little post office, dude. Things is different, bro, on the big island. It's
Yeah.
a transfer station, no more garbage man and all of that.
Oh yeah.
It's all transfer stations, everything. You know, you don't got all these different stores like we have here and convenience.
Oh yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's totally different.
Oh,
The history up there is unreal.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It hasn't been paved over and built high rises, and yeah, it's awesome.
Like even like Honoka'a High School, it's one of the oldest schools
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Hawaii.
dude, I drove by there last year. I wanted to go check that place out at nighttime. I almost went.
They're actually located from the top of the hill all the way to the bottom.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's
I was
right
like,
below Tex driving.
yeah.
When I was going to school in there, it was 92, 93. The school is already 100 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We was over Honoka'a at a rental we were staying at, and they had a meteor shower. So I'm out there on my map looking around for places to go look at the meteor shower, and I'm like, oh, bro, look at this school. And then I drove by it the next day. I'm like, oh, I wish I went last night. This place looks awesome.
Yeah. Not when you go in there, bro, and you got class at the bottom of the hill, and you got auto shop
Oh, you
class all the way at the top, and you got to walk up that fucking. Oh, bro.
Oh, Olivia said I went Honoka'a class of 2007.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's not too bad, bro. I went Kamehameha.
I'm a Dragon alumni too, but I bleed maroon and gold. I'm always will be Kanye, but yeah, I got ties up there. Honoka'a was good fun going to school up there.
Oh yeah. I miss the rubbish trucks. We like. Yeah, I think I would too. Music up the hill, then you go down to the gym. Hell yeah. Eh, ooh. No, I can relate. Come in now. We had buses, but then sometimes it was still like you cannot take the bus 15 minutes up like 800, 900 stairs. Ugh. I'm good.
Yeah, but you guys used to have to run up that hill for PE, yeah?
Yeah. 3
that's
miles,
part of the
bro.
reason why I never let go come in there.
3 miles, all the way down, to the front entrance gate, and then all the way back up to Mavina Field. 3 miles. Ugh. Yeah, Imua. The chapel is beautiful over there. I love it. Oh yeah, I went there for work. I was in the center, the Heritage Center, and or Princess Pawahi, right? It's all of her stuff, her bed, her clothes. This all. It's like a big museum. Her handwriting, her desk. I'm over there working my job. We have to fix the alarm, and I'm just over there looking around. We're fixing something and just looking at all of her things and just feeling that. I get the Lauhala mat and everything. You know, we take off our shoes And in the chapel, you hear the women practicing for song contest, bro. Oh, that was just chicken skin. Hearing them sing all the songs, that was awesome. Only thing I'm missing in Oahu is the Manapua man.
I know. I was just telling Sean, we don't more too much anymore. Not like before.
Yeah, and the mailman.
When I was playing Pop Warner, bro, Monopoly man used to come up District Park every day because he clean house. Wow, we would rape that thing.
Yeah.
Dollar noodles, quarter Monopoly, quarter pot cash.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just, bro, that was good times back then.
Yeah.
Now, not even. Lucky we find them. A lot has changed from when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. I hope. Yeah, we're going back. Uh, October 4th through the 10th, at least that week, we'll be live every night on the Big Island somewhere. Um, yeah, and we're gonna start wrapping it up. It's been about 2 hours. How you guys doing? You guys still here? Unreal. You guys awesome. Um, yeah, I will point out too. I have Patreon. If you guys want to do that, you guys are more than welcome to. You don't have to. I need to be more active on that thing and post more stuff on it. But yeah, I plan on going. So October is just around the corner, and for October, every night I do a live video for an hour, 2 hours at a different at for a different subject. I would like to see it at a different location, but I'll be honest, it's not always at a different location. There's something about this place here that's just really special, right? Telling ghost stories for the ghosts, for the spirits, the ancestors of Kupuna. It's awesome. But I will be going up there and doing at least five, maybe even more live videos for on the Big Island at places on the Big Island. That would be awesome. Oh, hi, Michael. Wow, you awake, buddy?
Yeah, trooper, baby.
Hey,
I
you
guess
get
my
any
son never logged in.
you get any stories up in Kohala? I had girls' school up in Kohala. Okay, good night, Jennifer. You think of any Kohala girls' school?
No, I don't even know a girls' school in Koala.
Hmm.
Not too many schools in Koala.
Yeah.
Koala High School, Koala Intermediate, Elementary, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like even Honoka, Honoka is actually seventh grade all the way through high school.
Yeah.
No more intermediate.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. No more intermediate.
No,
So
no,
where did they go?
they go Honoka High School
Oh.
because it's from seventh grade to
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's from seventh grade to senior
Come here, bud.
there.
Come here, bud. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
So like even like by elementary, now they have 7th, 8th grade. Never used to have before.
Oh.
So once you finish 6th grade, you end up going to Honoka. The sports wise, we always had an issue, like
Yeah.
little league wise,
Yeah.
because
Dude,
you know the districts
stop.
they have their own districts, but you can play in the area that you go to school at. You know,
Yeah.
it's like oh, but I live in Waimea, but I go to school in Honoka, so can I play for Honoka or can I? It's crazy, bro. It's really different up there.
Yeah. Come here, bud. Say hello to everybody. Say hi, Michael. Look. Yeah, this guy is having fun. Why you always look so freaky when you're up here like this, huh?
School all girls, diamond head.
Yeah, look. There you go. Boom, there you go. There you go, dog. You give everybody your weird stare. Go. Brah. There you go. Hi, say hi. See the dog in the phone? Look. No? No? Okay. Yeah, okay, here we go. But yeah. Hi, Larry. Just in time for Paul. We do this every night, 10 o'clock at night, Hawaii time. Not every night. Freak. What am I even talking about? I'm tired already. Every Friday night, 8 o'clock at night, October, every night. We would do stories from a different subject. Like one night, Night Marchers. One night, we will talk about a certain cemetery. One night, choking ghosts. All that kind of stuff, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy. Anyways, Cheryl. I can tell her that. could be a beagle. I'm not too sure. The mom would jump the fence off. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, have a great night. Aloha. Take care.
Yo.